There's a big commotion at the lobby at this point. I'm yelling to call the police. Other people are actually saying call the police too. The girl's kind of frozen, and she finally starts dialing the police. He runs around the back of the building, bursts in. He has no shirt on. He's sweating. He looks crazy. He's like, don't call the police. He tells the girl, do not call the police. I'm going to handle this. I'm taking her to the hospital. We're going to handle this together. Do not call the police. The girl's just looking at him. The leasing agent comes down and he's like, no, call the police. Call the police. She gets on the phone with the police. The leasing agent, some other security guards, the people who work there.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Queen Chioma here. How you guys doing? How is everyone doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So this is the part 2 video of the previous video I made. If you haven't watched that, please go and watch it. It's about a lady who came on to share her story of how her boyfriend abused her, hit her up, and did all sort of things to her. So this is the continuation of the video. If you haven't watched it, please go and watch it. Like, subscribe, share my video so that YouTube can recommend it to other people.
So part 5. I started begging him to take me to the hospital after my body started convulsing. I had a concussion by that time, and my eye was bulging, lips bleeding, everything bleeding, nose leaking, everything happening. The reason that I begged him to take me to the hospital is because I knew that otherwise he wouldn't leave the apartment, and I wasn't going to get out of the apartment. And I kept on saying, that I'm gonna die, like you're gonna kill me if you keep me in here, because I don't know. Okay, all right, so I finally convinced him to take me to the hospital, and he said he was going to take me to the hospital, and he starts he starts looking for things, getting things. I'm like still trying to fight him off me. He's like trying to put me into little corners of my house, like sit right here, don't move, sit right here, don't move, sit right here. Like he threw me over his shoulder, he tried to carry me to the bed, put ice on my eye. I'm just like, please take me to the hospital. I don't want you to give me ice, I don't want any of this, take me to the hospital right now. He finally then walks out of my apartment with me to take me to the hospital. He grabs my keys, he grabs my phone, he's holding my keys and phone the entire time. I don't have access to it. And everyone's like, why didn't you call the police? He had my keys and my phone. He then walks out to the parking garage, and we walk out to the parking garage. I see a man in my distance that seemed like he was kind of bigger, so I'm like, okay, he might be able to help me. So I start screaming at the top of my lungs when I see someone. Finally, I scream, help, help, help. So the man finally comes over to help, and he then picks me up, throws me over his shoulder, and starts running me back towards the apartment, towards the residential hall doors to get me back into my apartment. I was like, no, I was holding on to everything in sight. I was holding on to doors, my nails are literally felt all loose. I'm like holding on to things, scratching things, grabbing everything, grabbing the floor, grabbing everything, grabbing the door frames, putting my feet in the door frame so that he could not get me into the door. Then the man comes and he's like, hey, what's going on? He starts talking to the guy. He's like distracted or something. I guess like the guy intervened. I don't really know. There was something happened that distracted him that allowed me to get from his arms at that point, if we were sitting right here, directly perpendicular to the elevator. So I run to the elevator. A couple is in there. They run out. I guess they're super scared. He runs in there after me, trying to grab me. I crouch down on the elevator floor, and I grab the bar, like, I don't know, it's the support bar, like the pole or whatever. I grab it, and I'm holding onto it for dear life. The guy follows us in the elevator. He's like, hey, stop, because he saw like the whole debacle on the floor with him trying to get me through the doors. And I was like, at one point I was laying on the floor. He was like trying to drag me. He was throwing me over his shoulder. He just couldn't get me through the doors back into the apartment because I had already started screaming help, and I knew someone heard me and saw me. So going back, I'm in the elevator, and I'm holding on to the pole for dear life, and he's trying to pull me by my legs and grab me and pull me out of the elevator and such. The guy I was screaming for help originally, he came in the elevator. He's like, dude, let her go. I don't know what's going on. You can't do this, all of these things. And he's just like frantically pacing at this point. He doesn't know what to do. I'm talking about Ronan, because he knows like there's someone else there and he can't get me alone again. So the guy was just like, shut the elevator door, get out of the elevator. And for some reason he listened. And so the guy got in the elevator with me. Ronan left out of the elevator, and it was just me and the guy. And at that point I knew that I was going to be safe. I was going to be able to at least get to a phone and make some calls. So I was crouched in the corner of the elevator, and the guy was like, It's okay. You don't have to sit down. Just stand up. Stand up. You're going to be fine. Stand up. I'm here. Just, we're going to be okay. And I was just still crouching. He's like, no, come here. Just stand up. Let go of the bar. You're fine. So I let go and I stood up, and we were finally at the first floor. I walked straight to the lobby desk and I said, hey, I need you to call the police right now. Again, my whole face is dripping. So the girl at the front desk is just looking at me. Another security guard told me that girl at the front desk, she's new. She's quite young. One of the other security guards, and I have the footage, he told me that the girl was younger, she's a young black girl, she's new, and I think that he might have been also cool with her, because he was making security guards friends with them in my building so that he could get access to my unit and such, that she was likely the one who let him up. So when I told her to call the police, she kind of froze, and she just stood there with the phone in her hand, just looking at me. I think there's like a housekeeping knock, and I got scared. Hold on. Okay, I heard a knock at my door and my heart dropped. I think I'm just gonna end this one right here. So at the end of the day, I begged him to take me to the hospital. He agreed. He took me to the parking garage. I kicked and screamed once I got to the garage because I saw other people. Again, I didn't call anyone or do anything. He had my keys. He had my cell phone. Someone helped me. I fought my way to the elevator. They helped me downstairs to the lobby. I knew I would be able to call the police from the front desk. And this part ends with me at the front desk and the girl at the front desk. I told her to call, and she's kind of like freezing, just standing there like this. There's a big commotion at the lobby at this point. I'm yelling to call the police. Other people are actually saying call the police too. The girl's kind of frozen, and she finally starts dialing the police. He runs around the back of the building, bursts in. He has no shirt on. He's sweating. He looks crazy. He's like, don't call the police. He tells the girl, do not call the police. I'm going to handle this. I'm taking her to the hospital. We're going to handle this together. Do not call the police. The girl's just looking at him. The leasing agent comes down, and he's like, no, call the police. Call the police. She gets on the phone with the police. The leasing agents, some other security guards, the people who work there, they took me to the back and they put me in a room. It was like the leasing office actually, and they locked the door and such. They brought me water and they said, we're gonna call an ambulance. I didn't even ask for one. They just looked at my face and knew I needed one. The ambulance arrived and they said that I needed to go to the hospital to be checked out. I ended up going to the hospital. They gave me a CAT scan, MRI. I had to get IVs in my arm. It was really terrible experience. They actually gave me morphine because I was in so much pain. At that point, my eye was completely shut. It was really painful. And they also took record of my other injuries because, like I said, this has been going on for a long time. And right before I had even went on my trip, I also had gotten abused. And even, you can't even see it right here, he had like hit me in the chest, and I was already battered. So they were just taking record of all of these injuries, including the new ones, and the LAPD came. The LAPD came to the hospital. They asked me what happened. I told them everything. I told them I wanted to move forward with pressing charges. I told them that I wanted a emergency protective order, which I do have. So I do have a restraining order. I am getting it extended to the normal restraining order. He actually tried to call me while I was in the hospital. I did not answer. I told him to stop calling me. And I said, I'm in the hospital, stay away from me. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of everything. I wasn't going to come on social media and say anything, but I woke up the next day after having to go to a hotel. Now, on that, the police and the hospital staff could not release me if I didn't show proof that I had an alternate place to stay. I could not go back to my apartment because now it's just considered a straight up safety issue. We don't know where he is. I know he's like contacting people and such that I know, but we don't know where he's at. He has not made contact with the police. They went to the address that I gave him. He's not there. I don't know what he's doing, but I do know that after getting to the hotel, I've been here for 2 days now. I wake up on social media and he's posting things, and that's basically how we got here. I guess I'll get into that. What he posted on social media was a supportive message from my sister. To be clear, my sister and I had a falling out about the European trip that I went on. Actually, let me make this its own video. So I wanted to speak on this really quickly. I woke up, the reason that I decided to come on social media and say something is because I woke up and he was actually responding, he was posting support for my sisters. This was literally like at 6 a.m. On his Instagram, and my friends both on Instagram and personal friends were sending me text messages and stuff and saying, hey, why are your sisters publicly supporting this guy? I have 2 younger sisters, Kayla and Lulu. And I was very confused too, to be very clear, and I'll post it here. Me and Kayla had a fallout over her not being able to afford to come to San Tropez after making all of these plans and inconveniencing me. It was very petty and it was whatever, but it ended up happening. We had a fallout. We went back and forth. Since then, she has been texting Ronan nonstop. She was giving him a play-by-play of my trip, which is why I believe he might have known where I was at. And she was just doing a lot of things that were extremely foul, and saying a lot of things that were extremely foul. She was also texting my mom during the trip saying, hey, why are you posting X, Y, and Z? She posted us dancing at the club or whatever. Ronan's really hurt and sad. Mind you, when I left, Ronan was actually with his ex-girlfriend the entire time. So the fact that he was playing the game like that on both sides, that's crazy. He literally called his ex-girlfriend the day I left, linked up with her and had sexual relations with her, confirmed by her. So I don't know why Kayla decided to come to his defense in this way or whatever. Lulu, on the other hand, and this is all just so irrelevant to me, but Lulu, on the other hand, she's literally mad at me because I'm mad at Kayla. So she came to me, cussed me out, went off on me, and was like, don't text Kayla anymore. She just blocked me from everything. And I haven't heard from her since, but she's been commenting in support of Ronan too. So, I mean, it seems like it might be this situation. I don't know. Right before I left for the trip, both of them were staying at my house. They were driving my car. I've taken them on trips. I have paid their phone bills. They've lived with me before. I've literally taken them to Paris, to Amsterdam, to Europe, to Russia. I don't understand where the new animosity is coming from. I see that they're posting like, oh, my family's in support of me, talking about them like, oh, like, we love the fans. I don't know what this is about. It could be because they both want to be content creators. I genuinely don't know. It's just the least of my concerns. I don't know why after Kayla knowing, and she's texted me about Ronan before, even right before the trip, knowing what he's done and how he's treated me, has decided to take the stance. But it is what it is, and I just realized that everyone cannot be your family. That's it. So I have distanced myself, and I'm just in this hotel. But I think that this is what she wanted. So it's not, I mean, she was texting Ronan's phone saying, let her, just leave her, let her come home to an empty house, let her see that she's going to be alone for the rest of her life, just all of this stuff. Like, again, I don't know what this is about. I was helping her with her content creation right before the trip. We had planned the Europe trip together. She just, at the last minute, couldn't afford to go. She had been upset with her boyfriend about him not being able to pay for her to come to all of these places. Again, I really don't know what the issue is with Kayla and Lulu, but this is the stance that they have taken, and because they've taken the stance, I don't want to be associated with them, and I don't want to hear anything of them. I don't care what I don't know what they have going on, and they will no longer be in my life ever. These are my blood sisters, so again, it just goes to show about family. When my sisters were posting in support of this guy, people started attacking them, and then they put their comments off and stuff, I think. And then I didn't say anything about them at all, but in response to all that, my mom texted me and she was like, having people attack your family and sisters is not okay. So I don't know. I guess ask her. She's also upset that I was public with this, and she said that I don't need to have my business on the internet, and I have her people calling her, and I need to handle this in private. So. Okay, so I think that she's cut me off first because she thought that last video was disrespectful. Y'all, I am so tired of this. Like, at this point, I genuinely don't want to be here anymore. Like, I just want my life back. I'm staying in a hotel right now. I am a lawyer. I need to be working. I haven't even been able to go home. My son calls me every morning before school, and the first thing he sees to start his day is my bruised face. I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to do anything. I got on here to tell my story, to talk about, this is between me and Ronan and my apartment building too at this point. I've never cried on the internet in my life. And I keep seeing more and more stuff. It's like, I
I keep having to clarify. I have not spoken at all directly to my sisters since the argument that happened while I was out of town. All of this follow-up, I don't know where it's coming from. How about this? Instead of saying I'm not telling you guys to, how about don't go harass them? Don't go do whatever, because y'all, whatever everyone's saying to them, they're saying that I'm sending people to do this. I'm sending people to talk to their jobs. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to be real. I didn't know they had jobs. As far as I know for a fact, they don't have jobs. Neither of them. One lives with her boyfriend in Germany, who I've never met, by the way. The other one lives with my older sister in Georgia. I don't know anything they have going on. The last time I saw them in person, I was dropping them off at the airport from leaving my house, from allowing them to stay there for a trip. The last time I saw Kayla in person, I literally gave her a Chanel wallet because I had just bought a new one. I don't know where all of this is coming from. And I'm waking up. I've eaten one thing in 2 days. I'm in a place I don't want to be. I just want to go home. I want to be around my kids, but I don't even want to call them because of my face. It's embarrassing to get on the phone, and my son is so sweet. Every time I talk to him, he's like, "Oh, Mom, you look so much better, Mom." When I got to the hospital, the whole hospital was praying. Literally everybody in the room that was treating me were praying for me. And then I get on the internet, see things. I keep seeing so much stuff about me. It's just not true. So say all that was true. Say you've witnessed all this violence, or you've witnessed all this stuff. Mind you, I don't know where this is. I was with my son's dad for like 5 years. He is the most gentle person. He never put his hands on me in his life. If you witnessed all this as my family, why would you direct social media people to Reddit blogs which are saying things that are insanely not true? They're saying things like I got 10 DUIs, I got my kids taken, all this shit. What are you talking about? If that's the case, why would you be coming to the internet saying, "Oh, we're trying to heal as a family in peace and stuff"? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? To reiterate, the only reason that my sisters or anyone else is involved in this is because I told my story about Ronan, and in his defense, he posted them talking to other people on his page, defending him. He posted them, he put them in the line of whatever, and they put themselves in it by even commenting on his page. Because for what? They know the situation, they know what's going on. They've only met him a handful of times, so now in defense for that, I've not said anything bad about it. I'm not coming on here talking about their business, talking about their life. I literally don't have anything to do with them. I am telling you, I have not spoke to them since that last conversation about them not being able to come to Saint-Tropez. I don't understand why it's going this far, and I'm tired. I'm tired of feeling like the outcast in my family. I'm tired of feeling like everything I do is a problem of being judged, and them telling me, "Oh, get the help you need." What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? What help do I need? What are you talking? You know what? Actually, I do need help. I need prayer, probably. I need medical attention. I do need help. Instead, I'm sitting here alone in a damn hotel room in LA, trying to figure out what to do next. And I just don't even want to be here anymore.
Guys like this make you depend on them. Imagine taking her keys and her phone so that she cannot get help from anybody. She won't be able to call or ask for help or text anybody to come to her rescue. Thank God for the guy that actually came, to rescue her when they were coming out. If not for the guy, imagine what could have happened to her. By now, it could be like another story entirely. But thank God the guy came through and they were able to call the police. They were able to take her to the hospital. But the one I do not understand and I'm surprised about is her family, her sisters, her mom. Her mom right now cut her off, and her sisters, they are not in talking terms or anything. They are showing support for the guy, the man that is beating up your sister. I can't imagine myself doing that or see myself doing that. There's no way possible that could ever happen. I don't care what my sister did or whatever that is going on between you, but you cannot lay your hands on my sister. Her mom cutting her off because she came out to share her story publicly, and the whole family issue is just surprising, and they are even threatening her that they are going to, you know, come online to expose her, share her story, or the mistake that she has done in the past. Who on this earth have not made any mistake? Everybody, including me myself. So why are you threatening her with all those kind of things? It's not even related to what is going on. Somebody is trying to take the life of your daughter, and what you are concerned is that people, she came out public to share the story, and people are bashing your children and all sort of things. This matter is not even supposed to go to that extent, but they are the ones that literally put themselves in that position, and right now they are blaming her, accusing her of that she's sending people to come and attack them, threaten them and all that, which is not even fair to her, because right now she's going through a lot. Her mental health is at stake and all that. Please, ladies, don't, you know, try to be with a man that is hitting you, abusing you, thinking that one day he's going to change. He's not going to change. He's not going to stop. He will come back, apologize. It's not going to happen again. This will be the last time. But no, it will not stop there. Tomorrow he will still repeat that same thing. In fact, the thing is going to get worse every day by day. You cannot, you know, you cannot tolerate that. It's not worth it. Is not worth it at all. Your life is at stake. What I keep thinking is, what could have happened if that guy that came to her rescue was not there, or there's nobody at all? Because immediately the guy came, the ex-boyfriend was confused. He could not do anything anymore, because he has seen that, okay, people are there already. People have, you know, come to her rescue, and there's nothing he can do. Right now he's on the run. They can't even find him. They can't even find him. So this whole thing is just so sad. I do not even know, like, you cannot do this to any of my family member, because no, I won't take it. I won't. And there's a lot of reaction, a lot of people, you know, giving her opinion, sending message, support to her. Thank God for her life. I'm so happy she's alive to share her story. I'm so happy she's well, she's getting, you know, herself, and she's talking to people. Thank God she came out to share this story. So I know it will relieve a lot for me. That's why I say, look for someone to talk to. Go to therapy. Talk to someone. Make new friends. Look for something to do. Don't be scared to start afresh. Don't be scared. One day they may just end up, you know, beating you, and they will just unalive you like that, and that's the end of it. You're the one that lost, because the other person did not go anywhere. You are the one that, you know, that is gone. You lose. So you cannot endure an abusive relationship. No, please do not do such. It's not advisable. Anybody that is telling you the person will change, this will happen, it will stop, it will not stop. Once you see the sign, please leave, run, carry your bag and run. Do not stay in that kind of relationship. It's not worth it. I like, it's really terrible. It's really terrible. And when the lady asked for space from the guy, you see the way the guy, you know, was behaving. He got upset, you know, like started shouting, screaming, trying to, you know, make it look as if she's the problem in the relationship, trying to turn everything around. Because now she's asking for a space. No, she wants to leave. She doesn't want the relationship anymore. And you're turning the table around to make it look as if it's her fault. Everything that is going on in the relationship is her fault. She's the one nagging. She's doing this. She's doing that. Meanwhile, she's trying her best. But you, on the other hand, you're making her feel like nothing. Like she's not important. She practically does everything, pays for the trip, pays for everything, and you are not appreciative. You don't appreciate her. You don't love her, because if you love her, guy, how would you be laying your hand on her? It's not possible. A guy that loves you will not, never, there's no reason he will raise his hand on you. It's not possible. There's no love. He's just there for what he will get, what he's getting out of the relationship. That's all. I don't think there's any other thing. Please, guys, I want to know your opinion. So share. Let's, you know, have a conversation in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this matter. Tell me, like, let's have a chat. Let's discuss this, and don't forget to share this video to anybody you want to have this conversation with, so that let's throw some light into this thing. Because these people, these some guys, some men, I don't know why they think that hitting a woman, they like hitting a woman makes them strong or makes them men. It's not true. There's a lot of responsible men out there that will never lay their hands on a woman. Like, laying your hand on a woman will not bring respect to you. Instead, the woman will never respect you. The woman will not see you the same. The woman will never listen to you. The woman will never do anything for you. You cannot lay your hands on a woman and expect the person to go to the end of the earth for you, to go extra mile for you. No. You need to respect your woman. You need to cherish her. You need to adore her. Treat her like she's important, like she matters in the relationship. Thank you, guys. Please like my video. Subscribe. Please, I'm begging you to subscribe. Like my video. Share it. Support me, please. Thank you, guys. Bye. See you in my next video.